Hey, welcome back to Ping Pong Flix. My name is Chris Wong. Aloha Friday. Some great and interesting Justice League news have dropped. First on the list is Justice League trailer tops YouTube trailer views for 2017 so far, and 2017 is almost over. So this is fantastic news. If anything that Justice League has won this year is top YouTube views. He has amassed 105 million views on the video platform. It overtook everything on this list here. Thor Ragnarok 96, Spider-Man Homecoming 93, Star Wars 85. Hey, look, Power Rangers is there. Number 9. I'm kind of happy about that. But Power Rangers beat the Mummy. But anyway, Justice League number 1 in top trailer views. So if anybody's out there saying weird negative things, like saying that nobody's interested in Justice League, what's Justice League? Everybody wants to watch Thor. Well, look at here. 105 million views. That does not just show up by itself. So this is great, fantastic, a positive note for Justice League, and I can't be any more happy than that. Justice League London screening has happened. People are already in London. Critics are in London. The cast and crew are in London. There's a press junket tomorrow or today, depending if by the time you see this. So it's happening. They're gonna have press interviews. They're gonna interview Henry Cavill, Jason Momoa, Ben Affleck, Gal Gadot. They're all there. You can see some pictures here if you go on Twitter. And I'm actually most active on Twitter. So if you really want to see my retweets and stuff, come join us DC fans on Twitter. Check us out. Check all the stuff, the promotional material, all the different critics, what they're saying and stuff. If you want to learn more, I'm just going to give an overview. But this has happened. This is the London-based HQ. So this is where they're doing all their press screenings. They even have these little Justice League events that's going on. And that is terrific. And there's some videos here from Gal Gadot and Jason Momoa going around London. So that's pretty fantastic. I mean, it looks fantastic. The little theater that they went to watch it, the Warner Brothers preview theaters, that's also great. It's great to know that they seem to be having a good time, is what I'm thinking. I mean, they seem to be enjoying themselves at these little event pockets. You know, they have the Flash pocket, they have the Cyborg pocket, this is the Wonder Woman pocket. Even notice this interesting newspaper here. If you look closer, did they return to their planet? And I don't know who that is, David Bowie maybe, and Superman and the Prince. You know, it's one of those tabloid type of newspapers that's, I don't know if it's in the film or not. That'd be pretty interesting if it was. Of course, they're whining and dining. They're actually having a dinner. Don't know why this symbol's backward. That's weird. Some fans have been outspoken saying that, you know, why are we bribing them? They should give their honest opinion. But you got to remember, you know, this is sales and marketing. This is a business. And in every business in sales marketing, or even yourself, when you go to an interview, you're not going into an interview for a job wearing a t-shirt, shorts, and slippers, right? You're going to look your best. So Warner Brothers putting their front forward and giving the best possible impression before this presentation, it will work. You know, it will add to what their response to the movie is. If you want to call it bribery, fine. Is it a bit disgusting and gross? Sure. But in this day and age, when we live in a world of Rotten Tomatoes, okay, Rotten Tomatoes has become the Yelp site for the general audience. They're only looking at is it a fresh tomato or a rotten tomato. These people, they aren't in this like we do. They don't know that this is an aggregate. They don't know that these reviews are actually a 7 out of 10, and that 7 out of 10 actually equals 93%. You know, they don't know that. They just go in. They had a hard time at work. They're really all stressed out, and they just want to have a good time on a weekend. They want to use their hard-earned cash to watch an enjoyable movie. They don't know anything about they just know it's a popular movie. Well, they're they're going to look up the Fandango or the Flickster, and they're going to look at the score. And that score is determining if they're going to buy a ticket or not, right? So it's like a Yelp site. It's exactly like a Yelp site. You go on Yelp, you want to go to the best restaurant. You don't care if maybe some of the dishes are good and some of the dishes are not. You want to have the best reviewed restaurant. Warner Brothers is going to put out a lot. They've invested millions of dollars, over $200 million on a movie. They're going to want to give the best impression that this movie is very important to them, and at the same time these critics who are going to be kind of like the advertisement for them, the critics are important to the studio heads and saying, you know, you're important to us. We want you to be here. We want you to have a good time. We want you to be able to relax and feel good about watching our movie. It's fine. You know, that's sales and marketing, and I can't be more happy that they're actually doing this. Disney does it all the time. Okay, does it all the time. Whether that actually contributes to the score, we won't know. But why don't you want to just look your best, have the best presentation, and just have the best marketing so far, and just make like you're really confident in the film, and make like you really trust the critics, you really want the critics to have a good time. You know, it'll go farther this way than serving them crackers and water and just throwing them in the theater. You know, it'll work out a lot better, and I think this is great that they're taking care of these critics. Yes, we hate them. Some of them are great and some of them are like biased, but there's still an embargo as of right now, and this is at 9:45 Hawaii Standard Time. So we're not sure if that's going to lift, but according to this person here, who was part of the critics that was able to watch the film, he tweeted out, says, "Don't be fooled, embargoes will soon be lifted and you'll hear true reactions from Justice League." So he knows that there's a lot of positive talking around him amongst the critics. So I think he knows that the embargoes will be lifted soon. And yes, be aware, Jeremy Conrad says, be aware that there are people making DC insider bogus accounts pertaining to work for WB. Just say people hated the movie. It's psychotic. So there are people out there who believe that the embargo should be lifted real soon. They're feeling good about us. A lot of their critics who are saying they're happily excited to review about it. And I hope that means happily excited to review because it's good and not because they're happily ready to bash it. Okay, but I think it's working well. It's working fine. There seems to be a good positive vibe towards this. I don't know if it's going to be the best positive vibe. I don't know if it's going to be as great as some people say. It might not be as great as a Wonder Woman vibe that they had, but it's nowhere near the negativity that Batman v Superman had. So I take that as a win today. Also, if you want to, go ahead, go on Twitter, go on Instagram, wherever this is being shown. There are 2 clips available. I won't tell you what they are. It's just heroes talking to each other clips, because I don't really want to spoil anything. We're getting so close to the movie release date. I urge you not to. I tried to stop myself from not, but I could not help myself. I clicked on it and I watched it. So if you do not want to see anything at this point, do not watch the clips, do not watch the little behind the scenes even, because they even have some spoiler stuff in there. So please be aware when you go out on social media to from here on forth, it's going nuts, it's going crazy, but it's adding to the hype in itself, and I just want to watch it this weekend. I'm watching Thor tomorrow, but I wish I was watching Justice League. That's it for this little video. I'm gonna post my Man of Steel commentary. I have filmed it. That's going up tomorrow morning. Yes, I'm watching Thor Ragnarok tomorrow night, and so I'm gonna do a video on that. I have a lot of MCU friends, so we just enjoy watching movies in any case. So hopefully Thor is good and we can have a good time in the theater. But until then, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.